This deeply disturbing incident happened around 7 a.m. on May 18, 2021, in West Pensacola, Florida. The footage, captured by a parked car's dashcam nearby, shows an 11-year-old girl kneeling on the grass as she waits for her school bus. Only a few seconds into the video, a white Dodge Journey is seen circling around her. Although she notices the vehicle, she doesn't appear concerned. Sadly, the man driving that car wasn't just passing through the neighborhood like the girl may have assumed. About a minute and a half later, the same white SUV pulls over near the edge of the roundabout. The driver seems completely unaware that his license plate is being recorded on camera. The young girl glances over at the vehicle multiple times, but with no clear reason to feel threatened, she remains where she is. Then, everything suddenly changes. The driver steps out of the car, and in a horrifying moment he tries to abduct her, attempting to forcefully carry her back to the vehicle. The girl fights back with everything she has, struggling against his grip. During the chaos, the man loses his balance, and both of them fall onto the grass. Realizing he's been exposed, the attacker quickly gets up, runs back to his car, and speeds away from the scene. It's chilling to imagine what might have happened if he hadn't fallen. That single moment likely prevented something far worse. Fortunately, the clear view of his license plate allowed authorities to identify and track him down quickly, leading to his arrest later that same evening. That night, the West Pensacola Sheriff's Department confirmed the suspect as 30-year-old Jared Paul Stanga. According to the police report, he was carrying a knife during the attempted abduction. Investigators also discovered that he had a long criminal history. In addition, the Dodge Journey he was driving had recently been repainted, likely an attempt to avoid being recognized. Even more disturbing, about 2 weeks before the attack, the girl had told her school principal that a man in a white vehicle had approached her at the bus stop and spoken to her. No action was taken at the time to ensure her safety. After the incident, Jared Paul Stanga was charged with attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery. Thankfully, the girl survived the encounter physically unharmed, though understandably shaken by the terrifying experience she went through that morning. This dashcam recording was taken during the early morning of May 2, 2013, in Browns Plains, Australia. In the footage, a white vehicle is seen moving through several roundabouts before heading onto a straight stretch of road. At first, everything appears completely normal, but about 10 seconds into the clip, something seriously disturbing is caught on the driver's dashcam. Out of nowhere, a woman suddenly steps into the road just as the car is passing and almost deliberately throws herself toward the vehicle. Only seconds later, a man runs toward her, acting as if he's trying to help, and begins signaling for the driver to stop. Fortunately, the driver didn't hesitate. He sped away immediately. If he had panicked or been caught off guard, he might have stopped the car and stepped out to check on the woman. But instead, he trusted his instincts. The behavior of both individuals was so unnatural and poorly acted that it strongly suggested something wasn't right. Had he stopped, there's a good chance he would have put himself in serious danger. It's difficult to understand the mindset of someone willing to jump in front of a moving car like that. But according to the original video's description, the driver initially believed it might have been a staged insurance scam. In these setups, people fake accidents and injuries in order to file exaggerated claims and collect money. However, that wasn't the real reason he drove off so quickly. Later that same morning, the driver contacted the police and explained what truly happened. Even though it wasn't captured on the dashcam, as soon as the man ran toward the woman, several other men suddenly appeared from the darkness and started rushing toward the vehicle from behind. Realizing the situation instantly, the driver accelerated and got out of there to avoid what could have been a carjacking, robbery, or even something far worse like kidnapping. Police in Browns Plains did open an investigation after the report, but the individuals involved were never identified. What would have happened if the driver had stepped out of his car, or even waited a few seconds longer, is unknown. but it's safe to assume those men had dangerous intentions and were trying to lure him out for something sinister. In this clip, a man driving home late at night claims he spots someone standing off to the side of a dark, empty road. The street has no lighting, making it nearly impossible to see clearly. Sensing something unusual, he pulls out his camera and begins recording while slowly moving closer.
In my car, in reverse, there was somebody walking in that distance. It looks really, really sketchy. It's like right under that sign over there. Let me try to zoom it in for you guys, see if you guys can see anything. No, I'm gonna have to put the lights over there for the car. I'm trying to get you guys a picture of this, but this thing is scary as I have never seen no one look like this or be like this. See if you guys can see it with the light down there. Oh no, still too far. I'm getting on the road here by it and I don't see nothing still. Let's zoom it out. Where did they go? I don't know where they went. What the f? He's standing like under the sign over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's legit like standing under that sign right there. Just like right there on the side of the road.
As he adjusts the camera, he struggles to capture anything clearly. He continues inching forward. Confused, he zooms back out. At that moment, the driver finally gets a clearer look. After switching on his high beams, a man becomes visible. Standing still at the roadside, dressed in a black shirt and dark jeans. He also appears to be wearing some kind of mask. There's something deeply unsettling about the way he's standing. Then, without warning, the situation escalates. As the driver gets close enough, the man suddenly lunges toward the car, grabbing the door handle and trying to pull it open.
Do you see that right there? Do you see that? Who the But they got like some weird mask or something on. What the is that? What the Oh, what the Oh, what the
Who this man was, or why he was alone on a deserted road in the middle of the night, remains unknown. But one thing is certain. If he had managed to open that door, whatever he had planned likely wouldn't have ended well. In 2016, a YouTuber known as Bear with Hat uploaded a chilling video he recorded on his phone in June of that year. In the caption, he explained that after leaving a friend's house in Keller, Texas, he noticed a white Dodge Challenger driving unusually close behind him. Thinking something felt off, he suspected he might be getting followed. To test this, he pretended he was about to merge onto Interstate 35, but at the last moment he sharply turned onto a service road instead. What happened next confirmed his fears. The white car made the exact same move and stayed right behind him. Trying to lose the vehicle, he quickly made a U-turn near an overpass and crossed to the other side of the highway. But the Dodge continued tailing him closely. Still attempting to shake them off, he sped ahead and pulled into a turning lane near a hospital at the next intersection. That's when things escalated. The white car suddenly stopped directly in front of him, its left turn signal still blinking. And this is where the situation takes a much darker turn. Only a few seconds after he began recording, hoping to capture the license plate, a man stepped out from the driver's side of the Dodge and started walking toward his car. Another man, who wasn't fully visible in the recording, was also getting out from the passenger side. Realizing how dangerous this could become, the uploader didn't wait. He immediately hit the gas and took off before either of them could reach him. He later stated that if the passenger hadn't moved out of the way in time, he would have run him over without stopping. During his escape, he dropped his phone onto the floor of his Hyundai Elantra so he could focus entirely on driving. He then headed toward a nearby grocery store where he knew there was often a police officer stationed outside. As soon as the driver of the Dodge noticed where he was heading, they abandoned the Picha and sped off in another direction. Because of his quick decisions and sharp awareness, we'll likely never know what those two men intended to do that night. But based on their actions, it's clear it wasn't going to end well. This video shows a man and his wife during a vacation in India. After spending the day exploring a nearby city, the couple decided to return to the resort where they were staying. At around 10 p.m., they set off on a rented motorbike, expecting a simple ride back. But after traveling for nearly 10 miles, they realized something was wrong. They had missed their turn. With it already being late at night, they chose not to turn back. Instead, they kept moving forward, hoping the road would eventually lead them back to a main route. As they continued, the surroundings became more and more isolated. They were now far from any signs of life. And then, something unsettling appeared ahead. Standing on the side of the road was a woman dressed entirely in white, slowly coming into view as they approached. Without stopping, the couple sped past her. What made it even more disturbing was her reaction, or lack of one. She didn't move, she didn't turn, she didn't even acknowledge their presence. And keep in mind, this was happening at 10 p.m. on a road that was miles away from any kind of civilization. Who she was, or why she was standing alone in such a remote place at that hour, remains a mystery.